Okay, testing sound. Hello. Who's joining us on live stream or watching at a later time. For props, you will need 2 blocks for sure. If you would like to use a blanket as well for some knee down lunge work and a few different shapes with the knees down, if you feel that will support your knee caps, then you can go ahead and grab a blanket as well. We'll get started here in just a moment. All right, I'm gonna go in, close the door. Make sure you have 2 blocks for sure. Blanket if you want to have that for your knee down for a little bit of knee down shapes and lunge work. And we'll start in a comfortable seat. So if you wanna grab your block and sit up on your block, I'll join you in just a moment. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you guys are having a beautiful Saturday. My name's Annie, if we have not yet met. Great to have you all. So 2 blocks, blanket if you want to use it. You can place one of your blocks at the top of your mat. We will use our blocks quite a bit. I recommend using your blocks as it really enables us to find the length in the spine that then allows us to work with the depth of our postures in a more aligned and cohesive way. So starting here in a comfortable seat, you can bring your palms anywhere that feels comfortable in your lap. And today I just wanted to share this ancient South Korean proverb, Shinto Buli. And this translates to mean body and soil are one. So through the schools of thoughts around microbiology and the microbiome, we are actually made up of only 10% human cells. So it's this phenomena that we are human, living in a human body, but we are really made up more of the surrounding nature and what makes up the earth beneath our feet and the various microorganisms that combine to create the microbiome of the planet, then we are really human. So this really speaks to the microcosm, macrocosm connectivity that is found everywhere within the yogic traditions and really everywhere in all the tradition, all the ancient traditions speak to this connectivity between macrocosm, microcosm, above, below, as above, so below, as within, so without. And Shinto Buli is very much similar to this. So yoga being that connecting force that brings into our own experience the interconnectivity, the unity, the unification of opposing forces and opposites. And I speak a lot about that a lot in my classes if you're coming back for some different times with me. So we'll get into a little bit more of what that really means as we start to practice here today. But let's go ahead and start here in our comfortable seat, and we'll begin with eyes closed. So just bringing your hands to rest comfortably on your lap. I'm going to encourage palms facing down today, just creating a subtle inward gesture to draw the senses into the internal body. So as the eyelids close down, maybe choose an area of your body perhaps the region of your heart, around the skin of your chest or your shoulders, the crown of your head, the tops of your thighs, wherever you so choose to just place your awareness into your physical form, choosing an area that calls your attention. And just start to breathe into that space, not thinking too deeply about it, just allowing for breath to move into this particular area you've chosen. Deepen your breath, so much so that you might even hear the breath subtly, moving deeper, moving fuller. "10% human cells." The rest of our cells are essentially the micro life forms consisting of bacteria, pathogens, and these many, many trillions of diversification of different species living within us and all around us connects us within this fluid movement of our breath, so we can pull in particles from the environment around us, starting to infuse those particles into this being, and then simultaneously we send breath out, we send particles back into the surrounding area around us. So with the awareness placed on this particular area you've chosen, can you start to move your awareness, feel into the area at which your body seems to cease and the external world seems to begin? And breathe into that subtle boundary. The space around you and that boundary that connects the space within you may feel like this firm, solid, separate boundary. But when we drop our awareness down to this micro level, we realize that there is no boundary. The atoms coalesce and seamlessly pass from internal to external, from external to internal. And take 3 more deep breaths into this region of body as well as the space surrounding you. Last breath, deep inhale and exhale. All right, we're gonna begin moving right away here. So go ahead and lift your seat away from your block. Place your block at the top of your mat as well. And then find a downward facing dog. So just coming right into it, we'll begin our Ujjayi Pranayama practice from our downward facing dog. So just finding that subtle enclosure, restriction, constriction through the back of your throat, through the cylindrical region of your throat, enabling just a slight less amount of space through the area in which you now breathe so that you can pull deeper breath up the length of your spine, send breath into the region of your heart, and then just as powerfully send breath down the length of your spine, returning breath into your pelvis. Maybe add a little bit of soft movement through the backs of your legs, pedal out through the knees, press back through either heel, whatever feels good. Beautiful. 1 more cycle of Ujjayi breath here. Inhale and exhale. Take an inhale, lift to the ball mounts of your feet, send your heels high, and then look forward, micro bend your knees and walk to the top of your mat. Slow pedal walk to the top. Find a forward fold here, and then I'm gonna encourage today the interlace of your hands right at the base of your skull. Yeah, and then without pulling on your neck, just let your elbows be heavy to hang beside your ears. Stack your hips right over the height of your ankles, maybe a soft bend into your knees, and then if you'd like, take a little sway side to side. Move with breath here, always placing focus, awareness on the breath first and foremost. The postures come secondary. Take an inhale to sway slowly back through center, and then release your hands to the earth. We'll take a halfway lift, hands to shins, and then exhale, release right back into your forward fold. We'll rise all the way to standing with a big bend in your knees. Slowly come up. Let your head be heavy, your head, neck, and chest coming up soft. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, flip your palms away, hands to heart, Namaskar Mudra. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes perhaps here, and just take 2 cycles of breath, bringing into awareness and intention if you so choose. Bottom of exhale, release your hands by your sides. Inhale, reach up overhead, and then take your favorite clasp of your hands for a side body stretch. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, arc up and over towards the right. Nice. Take it back up through center, inhale. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale, rise back through center. Exhale, release and part your hands, little cactus bend at the top. Lift and broaden through your upper middle back. Inhale, reach back up overhead, and then exhale to fold all the way forward over your legs. Take an inhale, lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Always the option here to lower your knees to the earth. If you're keeping your knees lifted, fire up through your quads. And then bring an extra awareness here as we take 5 cycles of deep breath in our high plank to anchor down through the base mounds of your thumbs. So rolling actively a little extra weight into the inner line of the wrists, out of the outer wrists. Little micro bends to your elbows. Press through that space between forefinger and thumb and create more space across the back line of your shoulders. Nice. One more. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, grip your low belly towards your low back. Squeeze your glutes from outside it. Inhale, hinge forward ever so slightly, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Let's take hands wide today for a wide arm cobra. First round, we'll take 3 rolling cobras here. So press down through the tops of your feet. Inhale, peel your chest away from the earth. Nice. Exhale, slow lower forehead back down to the mat. Again, inhale, rise to the top. And exhale, slow lower back down. This time we'll pause at the top. Slow lift up. Exhale, pause here. Dip your right shoulder, gaze to the left. Yeah, inhale, lift back up through center. Take it to the other side. Dip left shoulder, gaze right. Inhale, take it back up through center, breath. Exhale, slow lower forehead to the earth. Take your hands underneath your shoulders and then press up either to your knees or a high plank. And take it back, downward facing dog. Awesome. We'll keep this going in movement, and then we'll start to slow it down and hold in our shapes. Take an inhale, lift to the ball mounds of your feet again, micro bend your knees. Exhale, step walk or maybe a hop to the top of your space this time. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, release to a fold. And then again, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, just being soft and heavy. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, flip your palms away, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms back up overhead. Find your clasp. Reach up, breath in. Exhale, up and over to the right. Take it back up through center, inhale. Up and over to the left. Back through center, breath in. Cactus bend through the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Take an inhale, lift up halfway, hands to shins. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Hold here just for the breath in. Hinge forward slightly. And then lower all the way down to your belly once again. This time, hands stay rooted underneath the shoulders. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, rise for cobra pose. Exhale, slow lower forehead to the earth. Either press up tabletop or curl toes underneath. Press up high plank. And take it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's pause here in this downward facing dog for 2 cycles of breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go from the mouth. And again, inhale, breath. Exhale through the mouth. Ujjayi pranayam, seal your lips. Inhale deeply here. Exhale deeply here. All right, from your downward facing dog, we'll add just a little bit of extra awareness here through our foundation of hands and feet, as well as the length in our spine. So just as we did in our high plank, roll more weight to the base mounds of your thumb and your forefingers. So much so you feel your outer wrist get light. Then lift high to the ball mounds of your feet. Micro bend your knees just a few inches. Tilt your tailbone towards the ceiling. Wrap your low ribs in, and then press deeper into your hands to reach more length into your arms, your armpits, the side regions of your waist. Take an inhale breath, keep this length in your spine, and then exhale, slowly lower heels towards the earth. Nice. Take an inhale, lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Bottom of exhale, step walker, lightly hop, top of space. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, release to your fold. This time we'll rise with a flat, strong spine. Lift halfway and then rise all the way to standing. Take an inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale your right arm underneath your left for an eagle wrap. If this doesn't work, you can take a big bear hug. Squeeze and grip through the inner line of the arms. Getting tighter through the arm bones towards one another. And then lift your elbows up to the height of your shoulders. Send your hands further away from your face. Nice. Yeah. Take an inhale breath. Widen your feet outer hip bone distance. As you exhale, slowly release your hands. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, flip your palms away. Take your hands to your low back, chest expansion. Reach your knuckles away from your shoulders. Lift. And then exhale, forward fold in from here. We'll take a twist. Inhale, reach your knuckles away from shoulders. Bend your left knee, knuckles to the left, gaze to the right. Take it back up through center and twist to the other side. Bend your right knee, knuckles to the right, gaze to the left. Back up through center, inhale. Exhale, slowly release your hands down the backs of your legs, straight to a halfway lift. Exhale, release back to your fold. Again, to a halfway lift, rise all the way to standing, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, left elbow underneath right. Yeah, again, find the engagement through the inner line of your arms, really squeeze and grip, and then lift your elbows to the height of your shoulders. Send your hands away from your face. Feet are still outer hip bone distance. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, slowly unwind your arms. Arms reach up overhead, reach length into your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to low back. Take the opposite grip. Reach your knuckles away from your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Again, we'll twist here. Inhale. This time, right knee bends first. Knuckles to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, back through center. Knuckles to the left, gaze right. Inhale through center. Release your hands, again, back to a halfway lift. This time, fingertips to the earth. Turn your toes out, heels in, and sit low into Malasana, frog squat. Yeah, elbows to the inner line of your inner thighs. Now, really create external pressure, so you're pressing out into the inner line of your thighs, and then squeeze your inner line of your thighs back onto your upper arm bones. Close your eyes. Find a space in your body. Maybe it's right towards the back of your shoulders or inner line of your legs. Breathe into that space and see if you can send awareness right to the boundary of your skin. Full cycle, inhale. Exhale. One more breath in here. Take your hands down to the earth. Inhale, lift your hips, turn on your heels so your outer feet are parallel, and then release into your forward fold. Awesome job. Okay, grab a hold of your blocks. Take a halfway lift. Blocks on the highest setting, right under your shoulders, coming into Ardha Uttanasana. Create length through your spine. Stack your hips right over the height of your ankles, and then grip your kneecaps up your thighs so your quads are engaged. Anchor through the base mounds of your big toes, and then equalize that same amount of pressure with the outer edges of your heels. Find that teeny tiny little tilt of your tailbone towards the ceiling like we did in our downward facing dog. You can take a little micro bend into your knees, but then re-engage your quads. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, release into your fold. Nice. Okay, move your blocks aside as you lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. This time, if you'd like, chaturanga, upward facing dog, always the option to take cobra instead, or modify on your hands and knees for a cow pose. Beautiful job. All right. Take an inhale breath, lift to the ball mounds of your feet. Again, find that little micro bend of your knees. Tilt your tailbone towards the ceiling. Press more length into your arms, the sides of your waist. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your heels towards the earth. Inhale, lift your heels high one more time. This time, come all the way down to your knees in a tabletop position. Straight into 5 rounds of cat-cow. So just moving at your own pace, arch through your spine, breath in. Exhale, round and curl in. Keep it moving at your own pace, but focus here on when you take the arch, create space across the front line of your throat. So you're looking actively up, squeeze shoulder blades together. And then as you take your head down for cat pose, focus on tucking your chin towards your chest to create more length through the back of your neck. Beautiful. 2 more. Last one. All right, take your spine back through neutral. Grab one of your blocks and place your block into your inner upper thighs. We're gonna get into our obliques and our triceps here, which is gonna support us for where we're heading. So from your tabletop with your knees down, bring more weight into the base mounds of your thumbs. Okay, again, more weight to the inner line of the wrists, and angle the eyes of your elbows towards one another. Yeah? All right, from here, squeeze in on your block. Take an inhale to lift and arch through your spine, but wrap your low floating ribs in. So you're engaging through your low belly still. And then from here, keeping this little arch in the spine with low belly engaged, we're going to roll the eyes of the elbows forward. So other way, yeah. And then slowly bend your elbows. Take your elbows almost all the way down to the earth if you can. They might even tap down. Elbows move back in the direction of your knees. And then straighten. Nice. We'll take this with breath and we'll speed the breath up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Keeping that little arch in the spine. Exhale, press up, but continuing to wrap your low ribs in. Keep it going. Exhale, press. It should feel really difficult, and you should feel this war-like action happening through the arms to keep the anchor in the base mounds of your thumbs, but the elbows moving back towards the knees. Both of those actions want to take the elbows out to the side and roll weight to the outer wrist, so you resist that. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Take it back up through center. Now from here, anchor down through the base knuckles of your thumbs. Curl your toes underneath. Lift and hover your knees just to the height of your ankles. Nice. Squeeze in on the block. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, keep your shoulders level. Just shift your knees over towards the left slightly. Yeah, so you're coming into a little twist-like action through the upper thoracic spine. Take it back through center. Same side. Back through center. Same side. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. One more. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Awesome, you guys. Take it back through center. Over to the right. You got it. Inhale, center. Keep your shoulders level. Exhale to the right. Nice. 3 more. You got it. Use that crunch-like action through the obliques, the side body waistlines, getting mindful of that. Take your knees back through center. Breath in. And then take your knees down to the earth. Release your block. Take your block to the top of your mat. So both blocks are on either side of your mat, just so that they're really ready for us here. Child's pose. Set your hips back to your heels. Walk your fingertips further forward to stretch more length into your arms as you weight your hips back towards your heels. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. If you'd like, take the tricep stretch here. Bring your palms together. Bend at your elbows, thumbs to the base of your skull. And then walk your elbows further forward, just a little bit. Wiggle them forward. And then find a dragging-like action of your elbows back in the direction of your knees to intensify sensation through the triceps. And deep breath in. Exhale to slowly re-straighten your arms. Inhale, lift up, tabletop position. We'll take a wrist stretch here. So plant down through your left hand. Flip onto the back of your right wrist. So fingertips point back towards your knee. And then you can take as much weight into your left hand to modify and take way out of the right wrist if you need. Get active through the right palm. Widen your fingers away from one another so the fingers are active here. Nice. And then flip the other way. So you're taking the back, the wrists forward and the fingertips back. Little micro bend into the elbow to intensify stretch. And then flip the other way. We'll switch sides onto the back of your left wrist. Again, widen through the palm. Get active through the fingers. Yeah, Julie, a little micro bend to your elbows. Nice. And then flip it the other way. Awesome. Lots of tendency for hyperextension here. So a little micro bend, although that intensifies the stretch, protects the elbow joint. All right, flip back onto your wrist. Curl your toes underneath. Find your downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right, so this next little section of our integration, we're going to have some knee down work. So if you have your blanket and you wanted to use that for your knees down, then you can take that onto your mat. All right. Okay. Take an inhale breath in your downward facing dog. Let's just cycle through the breath one time. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift high to the ball mounds of your feet. Exhale, lower your heels to the earth. Inhale, reach your right heel high, three-legged dog. Nice. Exhale, round knee to nose, curl in. Inhale, reach it back up overhead. Exhale again, knee to nose. Inhale up overhead, and then we'll take one curl underneath towards left tricep. Cross it underneath, yes. Inhale, reach back up overhead. Step through into a lunge. Okay, lower your left knee down. So maybe on the blanket if you're choosing to use it, and grab a hold of your blocks. Awesome. Now just surf a little bit of movement here into your hips. So you might take the hips forward and back a little bit and just bring awareness into the left hip flexor and quad. You might take the hips a little bit side to side, really whatever feels good here intuitively. All right, and then from your lunge, find your lunge here. Shift your shin, your back shin, over towards the right. So the toes peel to the right. Nice. Now it's basically a modified extended side angle. Your right hand is going to plant on the block outside of your foot. And then take your left fingertips towards the earth. We'll just take a few rotations through the shoulder here. Circle forward and then switch directions a few times. Get active through the arm as you circle. So you're reaching length into the entirety of the arm, creating more space through the shoulder as you rotate. And then slowly reach the hand forward and up, land your bicep alongside your ear. Press into your right hand block to rotate your left side rib cage slightly open towards the left. And then reach the back of your left wrist slightly backwards towards the right side of your space. Yeah, so you can feel that through the whole left side line. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, slowly take your left hand to your hip. Nice. Now shift your hips back slightly. Take your block back just a few inches. And then you're going to slide your right foot forward and come onto your right heel. So you're basically now in a modified Trikonasana, triangle pose. Yeah. Flex really strongly at your heel. And then grip your kneecap up your thigh. Pull your femur bone up into your hip joint. And then perhaps reach the left arm up and back, up overhead. Take that little reach back towards the left, towards the right, excuse me. Yeah, opening up through the shoulder. You might even drape the head back slightly. Take an inhale. Exhale. Slowly return your hand to your hip or all the way forward towards your block as you shift your shin back through center. Come back into your lunge. Find your lunge here. So now you're parallel through your pelvis. Deepen into your right leg as much as you're able while keeping your low abdominal area engaged. Then reach your arms up overhead. Option to take palms together and pause here. Option to bend at your elbows and take the thumbs to the base of your skull. If you're here, press your head back into your forearms. Yeah, get tighter through your low belly. It's like we did in our tricep dips. We're working the activity of the triceps. Squeeze your biceps in towards your ears, but you're keeping the low abdominal engagement. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands return towards your blocks. Lift off of your left knee, one-legged half lift. Reach your left leg up behind you. Take an inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Straight into your chair pose. So feet either side by side or hip bone distance. Send your hips low, reach your arms up. Nice, get strong through your low belly. Grip the space between your frontal hip bones. And then pull your low belly in from front to back. Take an inhale, reach further forward through your arms. Exhale, sit your hips further back behind. Inhale here again, reach. Exhale, sit your hips a little bit lower. Awesome, take an inhale, one more reach. This time, exhale, take your arms back along your sides, palms facing up today. Press up through the back, through the palms themselves. Slowly launch onto your left leg. Lift your right knee up, height of your hip. Flex at your ankle, reach up through your fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, take your hands to interlace under your hamstring. Yeah, now press your hamstring down, lift up through your chest. Anchor through left big toe mound. Option to send your right foot forward. Press out through your heel. Option to release the hands. Reach your arms up overhead. Take an inhale, reach. Exhale, back into your chair pose. So slowly bend the knees, reach the arms back. Pause here, deep breath in. Deep breath out, sit it low. Launch onto right foot, lift left knee up. Inhale, breath. Exhale here. Flex at the ankle, interlace hands underneath hamstring. Again, find that press of the hamstring down as you lift up through the chest. Maybe send the leg forward. Maybe release the hands. Reach the arms up overhead, deep breath in. Exhale, back to your chair pose. Reach your arms forward in your chair here, breath in. Exhale, stand tall into a cactus bend. Nice. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Take it through your transition of choice and to your downward facing dog. Nice, love that, Linda. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your heels high, micro bend your knees. Exhale, send your heels low. Again, lift your heels high, lower your heels to the earth. Nice. Lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, round and curl in, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it up and back. Again, straight through center, knee to chest. Inhale, reach it up and back. Cross it underneath one time towards the right. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, step through to your lunge. Lower your right knee down. Grab a hold of your blocks. Awesome. So take some movement here. Forward and back, side to side. A couple of cycles of breath to explore. And then slowly come into your depth, the depth at which you're really feeling this across the front line of your right hip while you're able to keep your low belly engaged. Yeah. Take your left hand onto your block, shift your hips up and back just slightly, and then spin your right shin over towards the left. Yeah. Plant down through your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm up overhead, and then take a few circles in one direction. And then switch directions. Beautiful. Take it back up overhead. Pause at the top. Reach the back of your right wrist up and back towards the left side of your space. Opening up further through your right side rib cage. Maybe even drape the head back slightly. Working into the neck. Take an inhale. Exhale your right hand to your hip. Slowly shift your hips back just slightly. And then slide your left foot forward. Nice. So another tendency here for a lot of us to hyperextend, teeny little micro bend into the leg, and then grip the kneecap up the thigh. So the quad remains engaged, but not pressing your knee past straight. Take your arm back up overhead. And then open up once again. Press your hand back towards the left. Nice. Take an inhale here. Exhale, slowly return down to your block. Spin your shin back through center to parallel, level off through the hips. Bend into your left leg, lunge. Nice. Find your lunge, engage through your low belly, and then when you're ready, you feel firm through your foundation, reach your arms up overhead. Palms come to a prayer, thumbs to the base of your skull. Lift into the upper middle back. Press your head back into your forearms. Yes, and then grip your low belly in tighter. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly release your hands to your blocks. Lift off of your right knee, launch forward, one-legged half lift. Deep breath in, reach length into your leg, and then straight into your forward fold. Release, bow forward. Inhale, chair pose. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fly your arms back. Straight to your cactus bend at the top. Stand tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale into cactus bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Take it down and through your transition of choice to your downward facing dog. All right, moving along. Take an inhale here, fill up. Exhale here, let it go. Inhale your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round and curl in. Inhale, reach up overhead. Just one time, curl towards the left. Yes, inhale, reach back up overhead. Exhale, step forward and through into a lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, so left leg down. Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that. Reach your arms up. Exhale again, palms to the base of your skull. Inhale, press up. Exhale, reach your arms back up and around. Hands to your blocks, launch forward, one-legged half lift. Inhale, reach length. Exhale, forward fold straight into your chair pose. Send your hips low, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your arms back. Now launch onto your left foot, right knee up. Take an inhale, reach up. Maybe staff out through the legs. Take an inhale, reach through your heel. And then into your airplane, full airplane this time. Hinge forward. Level off through your pelvis. Press back through your heel. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly touch down into your airplane lunge. High crescent lunge. Reach your arms up overhead. Left leg is forward. Nice. Airplane fly through your torso. Open it out. Warrior two. We'll pause here. Yeah. Land in your warrior two stance. Hips are level. Left knee right over your ankle. And then squeeze your left glute. See if you can work your left knee teeny tiny bit over towards the left as you squeeze tighter through your left glute. Even if that means your right hip needs to drop in towards center just a little bit. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse, up and back. Reach length into your whole left sideline. Exhale, take it down to the earth. Take it back and through to your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. One time, curl it underneath to the right. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lunge to the top, lower your right knee down. Anjaneyasana, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend at your elbows, thumbs to the base of your skull. Inhale, reach your arms back up overhead. Curl your right toes underneath. Hands to blocks, launch forward, one-legged half lift. Breathe in, reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach your arms back. Now the right leg stays planted. Lift your left knee up. Maybe take staff through the left leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, airplane. We'll pause here for a full cycle. Inhale, reach back through your heel. Rotate your left hip bone down. Slowly touch down, toes towards the earth. High crescent, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fly forward through your torso, airplane lunge. Yeah, open it out, warrior two. Beautiful, pausing here. Notice through your sense or proprioception if both hips are level, i.e. the two bony protrusions on the front lines of your hips facing the left-hand bar. Are those parallel to the earth, or is one hip higher? Can you level them out, even if that means taking a longer stance? Grip your right glute, work your right knee slightly towards the right, flip your right palm, inhale, reverse. Pause here. Reach more length into the side body. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands plant, step back, high plank. Transition of choice to your downward facing dog. So pretty simple flow. We'll take that through breath to movement. We're gonna skip the knee down lunge with the prayer at the base of the skull. So we'll take our lunge with the knee lifted, and then we'll launch straight forward into our one-legged half lift. Right leg high, inhale back, three-legged dog. Step forward straight into your lunge, plant down, nice. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, launch, one-legged half lift. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, send your hips low, reach your arms up. Exhale, fly your arms back. Left foot stays grounded, lift your right knee up. Exhale, press to straighten through the leg. Inhale here, reach. Exhale, airplane. Pause, breath in. Slow touchdown, breath out. High crescent, reach up. Again, fly forward through your torso, exhale. Open it out, warrior two. Exhale, land. Flip left palm, reverse. Exhale, take it home, downward facing dog. Left leg high, three-legged dog. Step forward and through into your lunge. Look forward, launch, one-legged half lift. Hands to blocks. Yeah, nice. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Into your chair pose, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your arms back. Right foot stays grounded, lift left knee up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, hinge, airplane. Breath in here to reach length. Slow touch down, straight into your high crescent. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward through your torso, airplane. Nice. Open it out, warrior two. Pause. Flip your palm, reverse. Take it down to the earth. Downward facing dog, destination. So good, you guys. All right, from here, inhale, lift your heels high, micro bend your knees, find that length through the spine, and then exhale, soften your heels. Now you can pause, you can take rest child's pose or take dolphin. So lower one elbow at a time towards the earth. Yeah, parallel positioning through your forearms is what I prefer. If you'd prefer the clasp of the hands, that's fine as well. Elbows remain shoulder width distance. Squeeze your inner elbows in towards one another. And then from here, lift your heels high. Wrap your upper arm bones, so the outer regions of your armpits, back in the direction of your hips. And then squeeze your inner elbows towards one another a little bit tighter. Working with the serratus anterior strength and triceps. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, destination is forearm plank. So slowly make your way forward. Always the option here to lower your knees down. And then come right into it. Body parallel to the earth. Fire up through your quads. Get strong through your low belly. We have 10 cycles of breath. So grip the space right between your two frontal hip bones. In towards center, and then pull that same space between your two frontal hip bones up towards your low back. Like your pubic bone is curling towards your belly button. Yeah. Kneecaps pull up your legs to engage your quads, and then squeeze your inner upper thighs towards one another. Deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more breaths. You got it. Inhale deeply. Press down equally through your forearms, through all 10 finger pads if your hands are down, or equally through the outer edges of your wrists if your hands are clasped. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, one more breath to grip and squeeze low belly. One more inhale. Exhale, lower your hips all the way down to the earth. Sphinx pose, hands, forearms parallel. Press down through your forearms. Drag your elbows back towards your hips and peel your chest forward. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, take your right ear towards the right shoulder. And then you might take a little bit of movement here of your chin down towards your right side collarbone. And just feel out through the left side of the neck, however feels good. And take your head back through center and then over towards the other side. A little bit of movement if it feels good. Take your head back through center. Exhale, crocodile pose. Stack your palms one on top of the other. Release the forehead to the back of your wrists. Pause, 2 cycles of breath. Little belly down, Shavasana. Come back into the focus of your breath, your Ujjayi pattern. All right, little spinal strengthening series here. For pregnant mamas uncomfortable being on your belly, you're welcome to sit up into a seat and do all of the same movement here, just with the shoulders seated upright. Okay, everyone prone on your belly, take your hands to interlace at your low back. Shalambhasana is first. Reach your knuckles away from your shoulders as you press firmly down through the tops of your feet. Peel your chest away from the earth. Squeeze shoulder blades together as you lift chest away from the earth. Reach length into the back of your neck and press down firmer through the tops of your feet. Inhale, reach, maybe lift a little higher. Exhale, slowly release forehead to the earth. Take your hands outside of your pelvis, palms face up. Just a full cycle of breath to reset. You can turn your right ear to the side if you'd like. And then take your head back through center. We'll take Purna Shalambhasana, and at any point in time as we move through this series, you're welcome to take any of the previous variations or even a cobra pose if you feel that'll better support you. So for Purna Shalambhasana, reach your arms straight out from your shoulders, wide like wings. Thumb tips point up towards the ceiling. Yeah, hands wide. Press down through the tops of your feet, and then inhale, peel your chest, hands, head away from the earth. Palms facing forward. Resist space so you're pressing forward without actually moving your hands beyond the height of your shoulders. Yeah. Option to hover and lift the feet. Rotate outer thighs down towards the earth. Maybe lift a little higher. Reach longer from toe through crown. And then exhale, release. Hands return back along your sides. Turn your left ear to the mat or opposite ear. Full cycle of breath. Take your head back through center. Option for full floor bow, Dhanurasana, or any of the previous variations. Bend your knees, clasp the outside of your feet. Take an inhale breath here to prepare with your forehead down, and then an exhale breath to lift away from the earth. Kick feet back into your hands, and then rotate your outer thighs down, and squeeze your inner thighs just slightly towards one another. Yeah. Inhale, press back, maybe lift a little higher. Exhale, slowly release. Hands plant underneath your shoulders, child's pose this time. Roll back over your knees. Knees wide, toes come together to touch. Hips to heels, pause. Slowly return back to your tabletop. Find your downward facing dog. A little bit more standing to go. Take an inhale breath as you come back into your downward facing dog, and an exhale breath. Inhale your right leg to the sky. This time open up through your pelvis. Bend your knees, squeeze heel to glute, and then if you'd like, take a few wide circles through the knee, through the hip. Yeah. Re-level off your pelvis. Reach length into your leg as you take an inhale breath, and then exhale, round and curl knee to nose. Inhale, reach back up overhead. Exhale, step forward and through into a lunge, and then launch straight forward, one-legged half lift, straight into standing splits. So slowly bow your chest a little deeper towards the top line of your thigh, hands to blocks or the earth. Use your hands pressing down into the support that you have, blocks or earth, to tug your chest a little deeper towards the top of your thigh. Aim to level off your pelvis here. Take an inhale breath, reach. Exhale into a cross-legged forward fold. Left foot steps behind your right. And then option to walk your hands or your blocks over towards the right and then bow in from there to take it a little deeper into the IT band on the left leg. Slowly walk your chest back through center, back into your one-legged half lift. Your left leg lifts up and back. And then exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, send your hips low. Exhale, reach your arms back. Again, left foot stays planted, right knee lifts, one-legged mountain. Exhale into eagle pose. So slowly wind your right thigh over the top of your left, and then right elbow comes underneath left. Again, option for bear hug. You can totally kickstand with the right toes outside of the left foot to take balance out of the equation. And then this is chair. So you send your hips low, pull your outer right hip back, reach your elbows up to the height of your shoulders and your hands away from your face. Nice. Take an inhale here. Exhale to slowly anchor through left foot, unwind back to your one-legged mountain, and then straight into dancer's pose. Send your leg back, clasp the inside of the foot. Inhale, reach up. You can just work with the quad stretch here, or you might choose to kick foot into hand. Inhale here. Another exhale. And then inhale, slowly stand tall, straight into your one-legged mountain. One more time, reach both arms up. Exhale, take it back, airplane. Take an inhale to reach length. Exhale, touch your toes down, and then open it straight into warrior two. Yeah, straight into reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale into extended side angle this time. Either forearm to thigh, or you have your blocks nearby. And just as we did at the beginning in our modified Parishva Konasana, perhaps choose to take block on the outside of your foot and hand to block, highest setting. Scoop your arm forward. So you're taking this into a side body stretch. Yeah, reach forward towards the mirrors and back towards your back through your outer right heel. Inhale here. Exhale to prepare with strength. We're rising back up into reverse warrior, straight in your left leg, reverse Trikonasana, left arm up and back. Exhale, Trikonasana, reach your left arm out. And then again, land your hand either down on your block on the outside of your foot, or you can take hands down to shin or upper thigh. Straighten through your left leg, but not past straight. Grip your kneecap up your thigh. And then can you, again, reach the back of your right wrist, slightly open to open up through the right side body line. Inhale here. Exhale, take your right hand to your hip. Bend back into your left knee. Take it up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your hands down to the earth. Find your lunge position. And then once again, launch forward onto your left leg, one-legged half lift. Take an inhale, reach out through your right leg. Exhale into your standing splits from here. Take it in, yeah. And pausing for a few cycles of breath. Again, level off through your pelvis, reach your leg higher. Use your hands on your blocks or the earth to tug deeper through the chest. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, slowly step back into your lunge and find warrior one stance. So right toes turn out, anchor down through the entirety of your right heel and rise up. Palms come together. Take an inhale breath, press your thumbs back, and then exhale, return hands to low back, interlace, chest expansion. Reach your knuckles towards your right heel, inhale, lift. Exhale, humble warrior, bow forward over your left thigh. Reach knuckles away from shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale. Again, one more breath in. Slowly release your hands down the backs of your legs. Reach your arms up overhead last time to the top. Warrior one. Flip your palms away, hands to the earth, step back, high plank. Take it down and through chaturanga to your downward facing dog. And we'll take the other side. From your down dog, cycle through a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward and through in between your hands. Launch forward, one-legged half lift, straight into your standing splits, but just for the breath because we've already hit the longer hold. Cross-legged forward fold, right foot behind left. Nice. And then you might choose to take your hands over towards the left and perhaps bow in a little deeper from there. Beautiful. Take your hands back to your blocks if you're using them. Slowly unwind back through center to a half, one-legged half lift. Inhale. Exhale, release feet side by side, straight into your chair pose. Reach your arms up. Exhale, arms back. This time, right leg stays planted. Left knee up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, eagle. Take your left thigh over the top of your right. Unwind your left elbow underneath right and set your hips low. Yeah, find the chair-like shape in this posture. Pull your left hip back as it has tendency to pull forward. Squeeze your inner upper thighs tighter. Lift your elbows to the height of your shoulders, hands away from face. Inhale, breath. Exhale, slowly prepare to unwind. Rise back up, one-legged mountain. Inhale. Exhale, dancers. Take your leg back. Find the inside of your foot. Reach up. Work with the quad stretch or take it deeper into Natarajasana. Yeah, deep breaths here. Looking great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to slowly lift back upright, back to your one-legged mountain, possibly staff through the leg. Take it back, airplane pose. Hinge forward, reach back through the arms. Pause for the inhale. Slow touch down. Open it out, warrior two. Rise. Yeah, and then land. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reverse. Exhale into extended side angle this time. Forearm to thigh, or if you worked with the block, take the block outside of your foot. And then find that reach of your left hand forward towards the mirror. Take an inhale breath. Exhale to prepare with strength through your foundation. Take it up and back to your reverse warrior, and then straighten through your right leg, preparing for Trikonasana. Reach forward and out and into your triangle shape. Hand to block, ankle, shin, or thigh. And then can you find that opening reach through the chest, through the back of the wrist, maybe even a little bit through the neck. Yeah, take an inhale breath here. Exhale breath. Slowly bend back into your front leg, back into your reverse warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, take it down to the earth. Find your lunge. Launch forward, one-legged half lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale into your standing splits. Inhale, reach. Slow step back into your lunge. Find your warrior one stance. Entire left foot down. Reach up. Find length as you press palms together. Pause, inhale, breath. Press your thumbs back. And then take your hands to your low back. Opposite grip. Inhale, reach knuckles away from shoulders. And then fold forward and in, humble warrior to pause. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale to slowly release your hand. Just skim the earth and slow rise back up to standing warrior one. Exhale, take your hands to the earth. Step back, high plank, transition of choice, down and through to your downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Step, walk, or hop all the way through to a seat this time. So come all the way down. All right, hands come behind you. You're gonna bring your heels together. Your knees are bent, but you're gonna take your knees out wide. So you're coming into a little bit of a turnout position here, okay? Okay, so first things first, we're not gonna be here long. Just a little bit of extra strengthening through the glutes, the hamstrings, and the triceps. So lift your hips just a few inches away from the earth. Now fingertips can be pointing out to the sides of your mat or back towards your hips, whatever works better for your shoulders. Press your knees away. Squeeze your heels towards one another. Squeeze your glutes. Maybe lift your hips a teeny bit higher. Yes. Now just 5 small little dips of the triceps. So the triceps bend backward and then re-straighten. Yeah. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, slow. Inhale, lift. Yeah, nice job. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press down. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to the earth. Walk your fingertips forward. Soles of the feet come together. Baddha Konasana, fold forward. Either peace fingers to big toes. You can always stay more lifted if that feels better. You can always place blocks underneath your thighs. And just release through the weight of your skull. Head heavy towards your feet. Fingertips to the earth. Slowly lift up, 1 vertebra at a time. Just let your head be heavy as it comes up. And then sole of your left foot either is going to come in towards the inner line of your thigh, cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Or you might, if you notice that your right hip is lifting, then you might take the legs straight. Yeah, so that you can ground down through both hips, okay? Awesome. Ardha Matsyendrasana, take an inhale, reach up through your right arm. Exhale, take your hand down to the earth directly behind your low back with your right hand. Inhale, reach up through your left arm, create length. And then exhale, hook your tricep outside of your thigh and twist in from there. Yeah, exactly. You can just stay right here through center. I like this variation too, to just lift the chest. Nice, you guys. Inhale, breath. Exhale to deepen in. Slowly unwind. Both arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, we'll switch it out. Hands to the earth. Unwind, rewind. Either legs straight or not. And then inhale, reach left arm up overhead. Exhale, circle the hands to the earth. Inhale, reach right arm up overhead. Exhale, twist. And slow unwind back through center. Both arms reach. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. All right, come into a cross-legged seat here. So a couple last options for some play. So we've been working with the triceps and the serratus anterior. We didn't get to one of the exercises that I was hoping to, but we've been still doing a lot. So we're working that serratus anterior to pull the elbows in through center and hold this shape, which is really important for both crow, Bakasana, and baby crow, which is essentially all the actions needed. You're a lot closer towards the earth, so there's a little less of the fear factor for getting more upside down and on your hands. So baby crow is a great option if your wrists are feeling a little bit overworked. Welcome to play with both of them or just one of them, okay? So we'll show you both. So baby crow first is gonna be from a forearm position. It's definitely a lot of frontal hip compression. So you're aiming to get both in crow and baby crow, your knees as high up on your armpits and your elbows, or not your elbows, more so your armpits, your triceps, as you can. So you rock your weight forward, stack your shoulders as much as you can over your hips, and then you might launch your shoulders a little bit further past your elbows since your hands are down. Squeeze your heel to your glute. Maybe lift your other heel. So you're really close to the earth. Not a lot of fear for landing on your face if you're in that shape specifically. So for crow pose, few options. If you know that it feels really challenging in crow to get your knees high up on your elbows, you might choose, and if you don't have that resistance to coming forward towards your face, then you might take feet up onto your blocks, one block, okay? You could always take your other block out in front of you, which creates a little pillow in case you do fall. But here, this gets your hips higher, so there's less range to go to get your knees higher up on your upper triceps, okay? So then from here, you might just lift one heel. Squeeze heels to glutes is really important here. And then send your chest forward. So think of what we were doing in our cow shape. And then the tricep dips. You're reaching your chest forward. You're looking forward, but you're engaging your low belly and pulling, squeezing your heels towards your glutes. You can do that without the blocks as well. And just do it straight from the earth if you'd like. So whichever you guys feel like is more in your wheelhouse to play and explore, go ahead and find. We'll take about 10 cycles of breath or so, or about 2 minutes to explore. And if you're done with more active standing shapes, you can come straight onto your back and take a happy baby. Same shape, different relationship to gravity. Really work with the wrap of the triceps in, so you're pulling your inner elbows towards one another. Squeeze your heels towards your glutes to activate through the hamstrings. Yeah. And then look forward through your chest. Even if your heels or your toes don't leave the earth today, you can find all of those actions. And then one day, perhaps in the very near future, it will naturally just pull your feet away from the earth and find that levity there. Nice. Beautiful, you guys. When you're complete, either a pigeon pose or a figure four on your back. So pigeon only if you know that it's okay for your knees. And figure four, the lifted foot stays flexed. If you're on your back in figure four, feel your sacrum pressing solid and into the earth. The microbiome of this earth gains its health, it gains its vitality, and sustains its balance and homeostasis through the amount of diversity that's present within it. So same thing with our bodies. The more diverse our microbiome is, the healthier we are. When we enter into a place in nature that we've never been, we gain greater diversity in our microbiome. Just through breathing in and smelling or touching, bringing our whole being into surroundedness and connectivity with these areas of the planet, whether in our own backyard of Colorado or going elsewhere. This is one way that we can create this greater diversity, and in doing so, create greater balance within our own ecosystem. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. Take longer if you'd like it. So our own health, we quite literally rely on the fragile balance of these many, many vast expressions of life form present within us for our total equanimity, vitality, and health. When we are out of balance within our microbiome, being that there is an imbalance of these microorganisms, the good, the seemingly bad bacteria. However, neither is good and neither is bad if there is not balance. When there's balance, both are good. There is no separation between what we might find to be the negative colonies within. And so health really is just a striving for homeostasis. It's a striving for balance. There's accounts of astronauts, these scientists who spent their whole lives dedicated to learning about all of the many facets of this planet and studying it in various ways. And when they go into outer space and they gaze back on the earth, there is a quality, a sudden awakening that is present that's almost common across the board in their accounts of looking at the earth, to be this awakening to the unity, the borderlessness of the entire planet. That the planet is a functioning, breathing ecosystem. It is an organism within itself, and we are part of that organism. Take longer here if you'd like it. When you're ready, make your way onto your backs if you're not already. Hug your knees into your chest, Pavanmuktasana. If you're already in Shavasana and you'd rather stay, totally great. And then from your Pavanmuktasana, find a happy baby. Widen your knees to the sides of your mat, either reverse child's pose or happy baby. So our science is catching up to this fact that we are, in fact, part of a living, breathing ecosystem of planet Earth. And the ancient wisdom traditions across the globe have been speaking to this connectivity, honoring the earth, Mama Gaia, for thousands and thousands of years. Slowly take your knees back together. Any final postures your body is desiring this moment, give it that. And then when you're ready, find your final Shavasana. Release your breath. Just feel the earth beneath you. This time, just like we did at the beginning, can you bring awareness somewhere on your body, but place it in a region along the back line of your body, somewhere that's actively in connection to the floor beneath you. And if you could imagine here, bringing into your faculty of imagination, roots growing out of that space, out of that region of your own unique microorganism, microbiome, and traveling downward through the floors, through the foundation of the studio, into the earth, moving through rocks and soils, water, pebbles, intermingling with other tree roots around, interlocking with the elements, both beneath you and within you. And start to deepen your breath. And as you begin to take soft movements into your extremities, and as you begin to move into a full body stretch, a roll to your side, and eventually into a seat, just allow yourself here and now to carry these roots with you. Carrying these roots as you move off of your mat eventually and take your way into the rest of your day and your world. And carrying these roots and connectivity to Mother Earth with you always. So as you arrive in your seat, take your time. You're always welcome to stay longer if you'd like. If you feel called, bring palm to palm in front of your heart. We'll share one deep breath in and a sound of Om together to honor the sacred roots of this tradition. Carry this awareness with us always. Exhale your air. Take a deep breath in for Om. Bow your chin to your chest. Thank you all so very much for being here. I bow in reverence and love to each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks everyone so very much. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your Saturday and week ahead. Hope to see you all again soon. Thank you.